Now, when I was born, I knew nothing, absolutely nothing. And I was taught to walk and talk, believe it or not, by my parents. They kept repeating words to me. They helped me, first of all, crawl, helped me stand, and then eventually helped me walk. And as you go through life, people teach you things. You go to school, you learn to read, you learn to write, you learn history, science, and all sorts of other things. The other way to learn is through experience. So something will happen to you and you'll think, I'll remember that next time. So you learn things by either experience or you're taught. And generally speaking, that's the only way you're going to learn anything, by reading books, reading science books, by people coming along and teaching you something. When I wanted to learn Spanish, I started learning Spanish on an app, and then I went to a Spanish teacher to improve my Spanish. Now, this woman is a native Spanish speaker, so she was putting me in the right direction. What's that got to do with losing weight? Here we go, airplanes coming in again. So obviously I'm still in Egypt. Now, when it comes to losing weight, there's all sorts of different information out there. There's the information that the food companies want to put on you, you know, low sugar, total natural ingredients, etc., etc., etc. And we're fed that every time we go in the supermarket, every time we pick something up and look at the label and it says all natural ingredients, no added sugar, low fat, etc., etc., etc. But are these claims really, really right? So I thought, there's only one way to find out, and that's to listen to an expert. Now, obviously, it's very, very difficult to get in touch with, say, a microbiologist or a scientist or anything like that. But fortunately, we have what you're watching now, YouTube. So I was very, very careful when I watched videos about weight loss and my physical health and everything else, that I listened to people that really, really knew what they were talking about. Scientists and dietitians, microbiologists, all this kind of stuff. And so what I want to do is I want to point you in the right direction, if you want to go down the same road as me, to go on YouTube and really, really look what people are telling you. Listen to what they're saying and say to yourself, does that really make sense to me? You know, if I eat so-and-so, or if I've eaten this and that and the other in the past, have I either lost weight or gained weight, or my weight stayed stable? And sometimes you kind of like, yeah, people say, you know, like oats and porridge and loads of carbs are really, really good for you, and they build your strength and everything else. And what I decided was, no, in my experience, what that does is put weight on me. Like this here. So I decided to be very, very selective in what I watched on YouTube. And I started seeking out the people that really knew what was going on, you know, the scientists and things like that. So what I'm going to do is, because obviously I'm still on holiday and it's very, very difficult to start my diet while I'm here, because I just don't know all the foods and everything that's here. When I'm at home and I go in the supermarket there, I know what I'm doing. But here it's a bit different. They have only very, very small sections of fruit and veg and things like that. And masses of chocolate and biscuits and all the bad stuff. So, although I am following a regime to a certain extent by not eating until like 6 o'clock at night and finish eating by 10 o'clock at night. Now you might think 10 o'clock at night is a bit late, but generally speaking, I don't go to bed till about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning while I'm here. I like to sit out on the balcony and get some fresh air on an evening. But I'm following that kind of regime where I'm doing like an 18, 20 hour fast every day, which is helping get rid of some of this, even though I'm not following a fantastic diet at the moment. And there are 1 or 2 hacks that you can use that will help you, even if the food where you are is not absolutely fantastic, or you're not sure about the food content if you go away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave 3 links below this video that's going to take you to some of these people that really know what they're talking about. One is a microbiologist, one is a doctor, and the other one is a guy who interviews people. Now the guy that interviews people does everything from talking to the ex-CIA agents and stuff like that, but he's got some really good videos on about food, fasting, what you should be eating and what you shouldn't be eating. Have a look at these links I'm going to leave below. Have a look at some of the videos, be selective, have an open mind, and think about what they're saying and say to yourself, does that make sense to me or not? And if it does, you know, watch these people, listen to what they're saying, and perhaps follow their guidelines like I'm going to when I get back home. And I will be home in about a week. So when I get back home, that's when the diet will really start. It's not really a diet, it's a change of lifestyle. But anyway, that's when the brown smelly stuff hits that big thing that spins round called a fan. So please have a look at these people, have a look at these links, listen to what they say, and you might learn something that will help you and help your health and help you lose weight. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Please keep watching, please keep subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye everybody, I'll see you soon.